little something like.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in a while and I'm really sorry about that, but I was basically just waiting to get my microphone, which I just got, and I'm excited to use, so I hope it sounds good, and if it doesn't, just let me know. But anyways, today I'm giving you guys 5 tips on how to never run out of bucks in Adopt Me. So let's get started, and I hope these tips help you out. So my first tip is to not waste your money on things like petware, because I personally think it's just a waste of money unless you really want the petware or it's leaving game, because you can just easily trade for it if you really want it. I also recommend you don't buy gifts, because I think these are also a big waste of money, because if you look, the small gift is 70 bucks, the big one is $1.99, and the massive one is $4.99. And I just personally think it's just a big waste and you shouldn't buy them. But if you really want to, that's okay, and you can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to tell you what to do and not to do, but that's just a tip of mine. You also shouldn't spend your money on things in the pet shop because you don't really need them. Like, there's no real use for them unless you're role playing. Like, for example, the pet food over here is 5 bucks, which may not seem like a lot, but it does add up. And the pet treat is 10 bucks, which is quite a bit. So instead of wasting your money on that food for your pet, you should just get the free food that's in the school or at the campsite, like the marshmallows and sandwiches. And you can just use the water bowl that's in the pet shop. Or you can just buy the apples from the farm market, because they're only $1, and you can actually get the water from there too, which is also only $1. My second tip is to always play as a baby. So you can do this by clicking dress up and switch to baby. And then you can just take out a pet that, for example, you're making Neon or Mega, and you can do the tasks that you get for both you and your pet, which gives you double the bucks. And there's really just no harm in playing as a baby. I mean, you can do everything you do as an adult, so why not do it to earn double the bucks and save up a lot of money for future updates. My third tip is to actually ask other people if you can do the needs that their pets have and the needs for them if they're playing as a baby. So you could just ask, like, hey, can I do needs for you and your pet? And usually they will say yes. And you can also do this with your alt and just invite them to your family. So then you can just do needs for your pet, their pet, and them, which gives you a lot of money. And if you're doing this with your alt, you can just pay yourself with a cash register or lemonade stand to get even more bucks. Next up, I recommend you don't waste your money on building a giant fancy house. Now, I am victim to doing this. Like, I am very guilty of doing it, because I built this enormous sky castle that I barely even use. Like, most of the stuff here, I don't have a use for. Like, I really only use this one area in my house, which is my grinding area, because it has everything I need to age up my pets. Like pianos, feeders, baths, and pet beds. Now, these things are definitely pretty expensive and pricey, but it's worth it because you earn the money right back while grinding. So my fifth and final tip is to always set up a cotton candy stand, a hot dog stand, or a lemonade stand while playing in a public server, because everyone will buy from it because they will need it for their pet needs, so why not just buy it if it's right in town? And you want to make sure you put it where everyone is active. Like, I wouldn't recommend putting it in, like, the petware shop, the hospital, or, like, the pet shop or something, because nobody's gonna go there. Like, rarely ever. And you'll have a not so good chance at getting sales. And you want to make sure to set the price to just $1, because usually people won't buy it if it's above that. And it may not sound like a lot, but that money will add up, because whenever I have this up in a public server, I always get sales. So it's definitely just an easy way to make some extra bucks while playing. That's all I have for today's video, so I hope you find all of these tips useful. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment this emoji if you stayed until the end. Bye guys!